Hi, I'm Kristen Robinson, owner and creator of Adina Pure Skin Care. Today, I'm going to talk about one of my most favorite aspects of skincare, and that is exfoliation. Why do I think exfoliation is such an important topic? Is because it can totally transform the skin. And over, I would have clients come in to see me, and they would, their skin would look dull. It would be like a little dry. It would be rough, and then they'd just be like, I have clogged pores, and they were unhappy with their skin. And the first question I would ask is, do you exfoliate at home? And most of the time, the answer was no. And so when they started to incorporate exfoliation into their home care, it totally transformed their skin. The reason why exfoliation is so important is because the skin cells turn over naturally on their own, but as we age and certain skin health conditions can slow down skin cell turnover. So as a young child, the healthy skin will naturally turn over and shed anywhere between around 20 to 30 days in younger children. That's why if they get a wound, their skin heals up really well and they generally don't have too much scarring. But as we age and the more damaged the skin is, the skin cell turnover slows. So by exfoliating at home, we are speeding up that process. So we are taking down the outer dead layer of skin that's just on the surface to help to reveal the smooth, fresh, healthy skin cells that are underneath. But before we go any bit further, I do want to say that over exfoliation will actually lead to the opposite effect. So it's really important to be mindful of how often you're exfoliating your skin at home and to not over exfoliate, because you'll start to see results. So if you can start to incorporate exfoliating your skin at home 1 to 2 times a week, maybe 3 times a week, depending on your skin type, and you're like, oh, I love the way my skin is, there could be a tendency to want to do more because you're like, yay, I'm getting smooth skin, it looks brighter, it looks healthier, more is better, right? No, not with exfoliation. So more will actually age you faster. It will dry out the skin, weakening the skin barrier, and then you're gonna be like going backwards. So then you're gonna have to be repairing your skin barrier. You're gonna be needing to really moisturize. So more is not better when it comes to exfoliating the skin. It can also trigger acne if you are over exfoliating. A little exfoliation can help the skin cells turn over and help the unplugging of the pores. That will actually help acne, but over exfoliation will actually over dry the skin and irritate the skin, creating more acne. So over exfoliation can create more acne. It can create more fine lines and wrinkles. It can create more dry skin. So you really want to work to find the perfect balance of exfoliating and to not do it too much, because when you can get into that perfect sweet spot, your skin will be looking beautiful. So I'm going to talk to you about, there's 2 different types of exfoliating products. One is chemical, and that would be your alpha hydroxy acids, beta hydroxy acids, and fruit enzymes. And then the second type of exfoliation is physical or manual. And that's going to be like gentle facial scrubs or polishes, washcloths, even the facial sonic cleansing devices out there. So that's physical exfoliation. So oftentimes, if you hear the word chemical exfoliant, you're like, oh, I don't want to be putting that on my skin. But in actuality, we've come a long way in the skincare industry to derive really beneficial chemical exfoliants, meaning they eat away at the eat away is a little bit sounding harsh too, but they help to dissolve the bonds between the dead skin cells to help shed them and reveal like the smooth skin underneath. All right, so before I go any further there, I will talk to you about the benefits of exfoliating. So why exfoliate your skin? Well, if you are experiencing dry, flaky skin and you don't exfoliate at all, by incorporating an exfoliant into your routine, you're going to help to get rid of that outer dead layer of skin. And it's going to allow your creams and serums to penetrate and work more effectively. Also, so you'll actually in turn have more moisturized skin, and it's going to help smooth the skin surface. So by helping to speed up that cellular turnover, we're actually like encouraging those fresh, healthy, normalized pattern of skin cells to rise to the surface and getting rid of the outer dead skin cells that are maybe creating a bumpy texture, an uneven texture, rough patches. Also, it's going to help decrease pigmentation in the skin. So if you are experiencing sunspots, dark patches in the skin, again, a a chemical exfoliation, because that's going to be stronger than a physical exfoliation. So a chemical exfoliation like alpha hydroxy acids are going to help speed that skin cell turnover, getting rid of the outer, darkening of the darkened skin cells, and helping to let those healthy, fresh, new skin cells come to the surface. So it will help to brighten the skin. Let's see, what am I thinking? Is there anything else? It's going to help with acne and clogged pores. So again, those clogged pores, the dead skin cells can actually create blockages in the pore. So that will create inflammation and acne over time. And so by removing the dead skin cells on the surface of the skin, that's going to help the pore to be clear, and it's going to help clean up acne. Okay, so those are the benefits of exfoliation: brighter skin, smoother texture, letting your products penetrate better, less acne, and softer, fresher looking skin. So now let's talk about the different types of exfoliants. I'll start with chemical exfoliants. So that would be your alpha hydroxy acids and beta hydroxy acids and fruit enzymes. Alpha hydroxy acid, so that's a category of glycolic acid and lactic acid. There's definitely a few other acids in there that you may see in certain skincare products, but glycolic acid and lactic acid are two of the most commonly used. Glycolic acid has a very small molecule, so it's going to be penetrating into the skin at a really quick, rapid rate, which is good if you have really thicker, more sun damaged skin, because that skin can withstand a smaller molecule to go in and use to exfoliate. So that glycolic acid will be going in there and dissolving the glue that holds the dead skin cells together, and those dead skin cells will then be shed. Glycolic acid is really great for brightening the skin. It helps to decrease fine lines and wrinkles. It also helps to increase collagen production. And I'm holding my skin refining lotion, so I'll talk to you about that in a minute after I mention lactic acid. Lactic acid is a larger molecule of alpha hydroxy acid. I personally really love lactic acid. Since it's a larger molecule, it's going to be penetrating the skin slower. So it's not going to be as irritating, and it's also more hydrating to the skin. So I tend to border on slightly, my skin can become really dry quickly, and it can become, slightly sensitive, I suppose. So I like to look for exfoliating products that are going to help to add hydration. So I do love lactic acid. That's personally my favorite. I like that it also can help to brighten the skin. So it's great if you have pigmentation. And I suffer being blonde and fair skin. I am always fighting those darn sunspots. So I'm always fighting dehydration and the sunspots. And so lactic acid is my preferred choice of exfoliating agent. But in my skin refining lotion, it is a natural, it contains naturally derived glycolic and lactic acid in a really nourishing cream base. So it's going to, I'll show you, it's going to, look at that. It's like a beautiful, beautiful hydrating cream. And it's going to nourish the skin as well as exfoliate. When you are choosing an acid to use on your skin, an exfoliating acid, if it's in a cream base, it's going to be less irritating than, let's say, a thinner serum or thinner toner-like product. So the thinner the formula, the quicker the acids are going to go into your skin. The thicker the formula, it's going to be a little bit more buffered by the skin oils. So if you tend to have, even slight skin sensitivity or dryness, I suggest using a formula like the skin refining lotion, because it's going to moisturize and exfoliate your skin without being too harsh. Also, when you're looking at using an alpha hydroxy acid, it really depends on how much strength of the acid is in the formula, as well as the final pH. So you can find toners and thinner formulas out there, but that only maybe contain a low percentage of acid at a more neutral pH of the skin, and then they're not going to be that exfoliating or that effective. So if you find a product out there that has like 20% acid at a low pH of around 3, and it's in like a really liquid thin base, that's going to be like super exfoliating to your skin. And I do not suggest that for beginners or for sensitive skin. That would be like really harsh. So on the contrary, if you look to find like around a 10% acid in a 3.5 pH or higher, I wouldn't go too much higher. You definitely want it at a semi low pH so that it will do the job of exfoliating. But that is where we have come into the skin refining lotion, because it's like that perfect sweet spot of not being too irritating and not being too low of a pH and not being too thin of a formula. So it has around a 10% alpha hydroxy acid and with a lower pH, so it's going to be perfect for all skin types. Next, we got beta hydroxy acids, and beta hydroxy acids are the salicylic acids, and those are oil soluble acids, and so they are great if you suffer from acne or oily skin. They're going to go in and help to dissolve the oil within the pore and help clean out that pore and clear out that excess oil and help to reveal the fresh complexion. So in my purifying toner and purifying lotion, I use a natural form of salicylic acid derived from aspen bark. And it is really gentle on the skin and yet super, super effective. I had my young daughter she gets clogged pores on her forehead, and she's beginning to get some bumps and showing, some signs of the tendency towards um, teenage skin. And she used the purifying toner twice, and it like totally cleared up her skin. It is beautiful. So if you have a child with fresh, around young skin, around 12 years old, the purifying toner is perfect. That would be probably all that they would need to clear up their skin. If you're an older, person with just semi-clogged pores, nothing too bad, or slightly oily T-zone, the purifying toner would be amazing at just clearing up your T-zone and helping with that issue. If you have a tendency towards more breakouts, then you're going to want to use the skin purifying lotion. And it's really good. You can combine them. You can use, if so, depending on the severity of your acne, you may need to double up on your exfoliating products. So you would use the purifying toner and then the lotion. So you really need to consult with an esthetician, and like myself, or your esthetician that you go to, and find what would really suit your skin, again, because we do not want to overtreat and over exfoliate. We want to find the perfect balance, but these are both super, super gentle and really nourishing. The skin purifying lotion is in a beautiful lotion base, and I have added niacinamide to help brighten the skin, as well as purifying essential oils. So you're really going to be getting help with inflammation. If you have like redness, inflammation, clogged pores, or acne, you're going to be getting the beta hydroxy acid and all the other incredible herbal extracts in here to help purify your skin. The last type of exfoliant I will talk about is a physical exfoliant. So that will be like your cream, your scrubs and your polishes, as well as washcloths and facial sonic cleansing devices. My favorite physical exfoliant is the skin purifying scrub that I make, and it's in like a really beautiful semi soft cleansing base. So it's like I've put a little tiny bit of oil in there to buffer the exfoliating effects of the rice powder as well, and it's a cleansing scrub. So I love this formula. I've worked really hard at finding the perfect physical exfoliant that I thought that wasn't too harsh or too, pokey at the skin. When I formulated this I put in some oat flour to help just soften the formula to help condition the skin. I've been super psyched about this formula ever since I came up with it, because it works so good, and it really helps to give like that instant brightness to the skin. So if you have an event that you want to go to and you want to like have instantly like soft, glowing looking skin, I would suggest using the skin revitalizing scrub, and then really, putting on a good mask afterwards, and you're gonna feel like you had a professional facial. So it's really excellent for just getting away all that dead skin right away. And that is the benefit of physical exfoliants, is they're immediate. So they really help to, if you have dry, flaky skin, they're gonna help to buff away that, those dry patches. It's going to help to clear out the pores. It's going to allow any type of mask or treatment serum or product penetrate right away into your skin. So I definitely love using the skin revitalizing scrub, and then a facial mask like the hydrating honey mask right after, and you will love the way your skin looks. And then you finish and follow with serums and a moisturizer. You'll feel like you just had a facial. And so you're going to use the skin revitalizing scrub with water. As far as washcloths go and facial sonic cleansing devices, I'm okay with them. Personally, I don't use them. I don't love them. I don't like the feel of a washcloth on my face. It feels too harsh. I've seen people overuse washcloths and it actually can dehydrate the skin, overstrip the barrier, and make the skin look more crepey. So, if you're going to use something to take off your makeup and you need a cloth, make sure it's super soft. Like I'm a big fan of a bamboo face cloth, just something so gentle to go in and to remove your cleansing product with. But I'm not a fan of washcloths, and I'm not really a fan. I'm not opposed to facial sonic cleansing devices. You don't want to overuse them, and people have a tendency to do that. So once a week, twice a week maybe, but I think that if you wanted a physical exfoliant, I think the skin revitalizing scrub is perfect. Now, I don't want to make this video too long for you, but I'm almost there, guys. So you can use both. I personally like to do that. I personally like to use the skin refining lotion around once a week, maybe twice a week, and then the skin revitalizing scrub once a week. So on opposite days. Therefore, or if you have more acne prone skin, you can use the purifying toner or purifying lotion a few times a week, depending on the severity of your acne. And then the revitalizing scrub once or twice a week. And by combining the two different types, physical and chemical exfoliation, you're going to be getting great results. Just don't overdo it. Maybe once a week with one, once a week with the other. But you really have to feel out how much your skin can tolerate exfoliation. And the last thing I want to leave you with is using exfoliants at home is a great way to prep your skin if you're going to be getting a professional chemical peel from your esthetician. So it's kind of like exercising. You don't want to like just go to the gym and hit it hard the first day or you'll be really sore. So if you've never exfoliated at home and you go in to see your esthetician and you're like, help, I want my skin better, and they just hit you with a chemical peel right then and there, your skin may go into a little shock. So and then it might be like more sensitive, more irritated. So if you start to incorporate some of these exfoliating products at home for even at least 2 weeks before you go get a professional treatment, your skin is going to be used to kind of working out. Like it's going to be used to getting exfoliated and used to the skin cell turnover and used to the experience. So then when you do go in and get your professional peel, you'll get even better results. So just make sure you stop your home exfoliation products a few days before you go to see your esthetician. But by combining them and using them before you get a peel, and then after you get your peel, wait until your skin heals up, maybe about a week after, then you can start incorporating your home exfoliating products, and you'll be really, really happy with the results of your skin. So there we have it, all about exfoliation. And if you have any questions about this, and if you are interested in trying an exfoliation but not sure which product is best for your skin, reach out to me, and I'm so happy to help you and guide you in this, because I love talking about it. As you can see, can't shut me up. I could talk about exfoliation all day, but there's my beginning to home care use with exfoliating products. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you find this helpful. Bye-bye.